Hi everyone, this is Ben Pullen, the founder and chairman at Smarter Mobility Africa Summit, just ahead of the summit, which takes off in 2 days. I'm very fortunate to be here with Fabio Sacchi. He is from the EV team, VP Sales and Commercial Development at DHL Customer Solution and Innovation. Fabio, how are you doing today?
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm doing pretty good. A little bit tired, but pretty good. Thank you.
We're looking forward to hosting you in just a few days, and you're going to be joining us to talk about some really interesting stuff around the electric vehicle ecosystem. Anyone that I speak to about your session is particularly interested, and I think we'll expand on that very briefly in this quick call. Firstly, Fabio, just wanted to check, why are you joining Smarter Mobility Africa Summit?
Well, definitely it's one of the major events in Africa for, I would say, the expansion and the new technologies and the new way of thinking what does mobility will be. Mobility is something which is, it grows with the human being growing. But I think that this time with the electrification, with the all the technology inside, is a great opportunity for Africa to make what we can call it the leapfrog development. So
Absolutely.
it's really exponential, and Africa is really set to make it.
Amazing. Well, that might be part of the answer for the next question I've got then, which is, what are you most excited about in 2022 and 2023 for smarter mobility in Africa?
Well, I think that Africa has great potential. It's great potential in terms of everything concerning the new technologies and mobility. First of all, think about the fact in other parts of the world, we are speaking about struggling on what could be renewable power resources. In Africa, there is plenty of sustainable energy already. We think about, and that will be really the foundation of the new technology in mobility. So, and the fact that there is somehow a sparse heritage on what could be, the real story about the ICEs and all the network, that makes the perfect sense for having a far faster opportunity in development in the total region.
I'm sure a lot of players will be very excited to hear those kind of words. Next question is, what are you most looking forward to about the event?
Well, I'm looking for, first of all, to share what is our view in terms of the opportunities that it gives the new ecosystem about electrification of the mobility. What are the challenges? Because actually there are a lot of challenges around it, but what is in positive, and see how those challenges can be turned into an opportunity. And therefore, that's why, for example, DHL is embarked in this commitment in supporting the sustainability and the electrification, and supporting the electrification logistics.
Very interesting indeed. And what should we look out for from DHL at the event?
Well, I would say try to share exactly what are those challenges, how would be the solution on those challenges, and how DHL is operating on global scale, because regardless of all the challenges in the past times about COVID and the economical situation, we already live in an interconnected world. The globalization is not something that is disappearing, and therefore how DHL can really support all this development on global scale for the benefit of Africa.
Fantastic. And last but not least of our questions for you today, Fabio, is, are there any other key announcements or messages for our audience that you'd like to put across today?
Well, I think that the key element here is that we will more and more, we need to really to embrace this ecosystem. It's not something, electrification is not something to come here as a fashion. It's here to stay, and it will go more and more. it's the way how you are able to embrace it in a whole. And it's not just changing a motor and putting a battery in a vehicle that makes the difference. It's a completely different way on understanding and setting up the world. Is about customer promise. Is about really visualizing what could be a new world in logistics. It is about re-engineering the supply chains to ensure that it can be supported and the customer, making the customer satisfied. That's an important point.
That's right. So you heard it from Fabio Sacchi here that the transition to electric vehicles is inevitable. It's not about if, it's about when. And you guys need to know some of those challenges and opportunities to consider. And DHL is going to help share some of those in just a few days at Smarter Mobility Africa Summit. Fabio, great to be speaking with you. Looking forward to meeting you in person in the city of Tshwane in South Africa. And we'll see you soon.
Hope to see you soon, and let's look forward to see you soon and share all these exciting elements and topics with the audience.
Thanks, Fabio. See you soon.
Bye.